Good evening and welcome to a new episode of PLG number 191. And today's program is English Special. As you know, the PLG has been presenting a weekly program over the last 191 weeks, which is roughly little less than four years. And that's our mission is to connect people to literature from all around the world. And with that mission, we always try to reach out to the new people. And today we have our poet joining us for the first time from UK, Mr. Atmos. Welcome to PLG Group. And we have Mr. Avanish Agarwal joining for the first time. And then we have Mr. Sarkar joining for the first time, and then we have Nayan, a little boy who will be reciting her. Navedya, a little boy. I always call, we always call Nayan, so that slipped out of my mind. This Navedya who will be reciting his first poem today. Apart from that, we have our regulars who are here. It is Mr. Hadeep Sabarwal, and then we have Mrs. Geet Seth, and then we have Mrs. Shaheen Ali, and then we have Mr. Shubham Chaudhary, and we have our few executives who are also who have spent their time for the service of poetry, and that is Mr. Shraj Jha from UK, who is our regional president of PLG Europe and Africa as well, in charge of Africa. And then we have Mr. Zoeb Dalal, who is joining here, and he designs our CTL posters, very nice posters. So these are the people who dedicate their time for the service of poetry and literature, and we really appreciate their time and effort and energy. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for gracing our poetry event with your presence and enthusiasm. And a special thanks to the talented poets who will share their words, evoking emotions and weaving magic with their verses tonight. And I must say a sincere appreciation, to all of our organizing team whose dedication makes this event possible. And I believe that we will continue to celebrate the beauty of words and power of expression through this weekly events. I'm sure each poem which will be recited here will add a unique and enriching layer of tapestry to this poetry gathering. With this, I will hand over the mic to our anchor of the day, who is none other than I used to call her Little Wonder, but now she has grown up, and she is none other than one of the most talented young poet Likita Kauru. I have seen her, ladies and gentlemen, have you seen, a small, plant growing into a big tree, right? And for the plant to grow into a big tree, the plant must be from the race of the big tree, right? So I've seen Likita right from the beginning, when she was a small girl, and when I heard first time around 5 years back or something like that, I was really surprised by the way she composed her poetry and the way she recited and the kind of topic she brings. It really surprises me. And that time itself, I was thinking that this girl must be destined to become a big poet at one time. And I think she is right on that path, and she has already traveled a lot on that path. Let me confess here that whenever Likita posts her poem, in the WhatsApp group, I have to read two times to understand that. It's difficult often to understand or get to the meaning or the core of that poem, by reading once. So I think that tells her talent, right? So without wasting any more time, I would like to invite Likita to take this evening to the epitome, and I request everyone to clap, to give some e-round, a round of e-clap to her. Welcome, Alikita. Come on, take charge of this program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I don't think I deserve even half of that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Means a lot, really. I would like to apologize if my network goes bad in the middle because my network has been on and off the whole day today. So please do let me know if you can't hear me in the middle. Very good evening, my dear poets and writers. A warm welcome to everyone again. I would like to thank Simi, Auntie, and Tofel for giving birth to this enchanted gathering of words and emotions. And we're very glad to celebrate this every week. We wait for it. And for those who are new, I'm Likita, a person who's willing to worship literature and poetry until the day she dies and until she takes her last breath. And I really believe in this particular theory. I don't know if you've heard of it, but I think that every writer or a poet is born twice. It's once when they take their first breath, and once when they learn how to put their heart into words. And I believe that they die twice too. They die for the first time when their heart no longer pulsates with words. Amusing, isn't it? I've believed in this theory for quite a long time. And since we're here already, let's take off on this journey of keeping the flame of passion alive. Today, I would like to take y'all down the path where each poet today becomes the living embodiment of literary elements. I know I've been doing quite a few experiments the past few times I've anchored in these sessions, but this time, just as metaphors paint vivid landscapes in our minds, the poets here craft verses that transcend the ordinary and transport us into realms where emotions dance like characters in a well-crafted plot. Literary elements, each one of us will be one today. And as we delve into the verses tonight, let us appreciate the poets not merely as wordsmiths, but as architects of emotion, painters of imagery, and composers of the lyrical language that I think binds us all together. So let the poetry unfold, and may we find ourselves immersed in a world where poets are the literary elements that breathe life into the written word. Enjoy the journey. Our very first poet today is Master Naivedya. This first poet is the mythical creature of PLG, a modern-day minstrel embodying the essence of mythical creatures, dragons of fiery verse, sirens of captivating sonnets, and phoenixes rising through poignant lines. Naivedya from Oman, please bring forth your enchanting work.
Thank you, Likshita Didi. Today I will tell a short poem which I wrote by myself on a dog who the people inside thought he was a bit silly. There once was a dog. His name was Bob. He hated cats. He loved baseball bats. He tried to fly, but he started to cry. He was scared of the vet. He wanted to be a pet. OMG, he's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Oh, it was a misunderstanding. Somebody was cutting onions. Thank you.
Very well, Navedya.
Keep shining. Keep
Thank
writing.
you.
Keep writing and keep it up. We would love to see you here again.
Thank
I
you.
see myself in you for some reason. That was very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next poet. She's the fairy tale archetype, a character from fairy tales with magic spells. From brave knights battling shadows to enchanted beings weaving spells, each work of hers brings the charm of a fairy tale to life. Geeta Sethji from Indonesia will be reciting next.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Namaste, and this is my first time I'm interacting with you guys. So, can I speak for how much time do I get, please? How much time I get?
Five 5 minutes.
Okay. So, just let me introduce quickly for myself. I actually, this has just recently started poet, and I'm being a poet because my father has been a shayer and a poet from Pakistan. He belonged to Pakistan, so he has written books and everything. So, I think now I realize that even I like doing it. So, I have done it in Hindi. Recently joined some international platform in Hindi. English, I have not done. So I would be saying something very, very simple. I hope it's okay for you guys. It's extremely simple, but I would like to read a very small poem. Anyways, I have
Most
written it for the first time itself.
most welcome.
Thank you. It's a very short one, and I would start it. Time is of real essence. Now I realize, yes, it makes sense. I remember I was so young and life was just full. Everything was available as if I was immortal. From people to time, I took all for granted, as if I had all under me and nothing I wanted. My grandma would call me off and on, but I ignored many a times and thought, oh, come on. But I so wanted to be with her in my heart, was careless, but I thought I was very smart. Childhood and youth never let you value time. Being self centered, I thought, was actually not a crime. When I got older, I wanted to be with my father, the man who gave his soul for family to look after. I could see in his eyes he craved to be with me. Again, I thought, I will join him later. For now, let it be. Today, he is old and frail and looks helpless. Oh, truly, I feel time is of real essence. I really regret so many things are yet undone. How I wish that time to return. Can I value the time I had and rewind so that I feel the joy which before I didn't find? The bottom line is time has its own essence. When you had it, it really could keep the balance because it never gives anyone another chance. Time is of great essence. Time is of great essence. Thank you so much. And sorry for the very simple language because this is my
Very
first
nice,
try in
very
English.
nice.
Very
Next time I
nice,
would
very
try to be
nice, very
still better.
nice.
Very good,
Thank
very
you so
good.
much. Thank you so much.
I don't think poetry has anything to do with the complexity of language, ma'am. I think it's all about your pure emotion, and we felt it there. And isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful though? Like you look back at the journey, look at yourself back then, and take a look at yourself now, and see how different your perspective has changed. It was beautiful, ma'am. Thank you.
Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Thank you for your encouragement.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Our next poet is a poetic symphony where each work is akin to a musical masterpiece, harmonizing words and melodies that resonate through the corridors of your mind. Their rhyme blends seamlessly into the skies of their rhythm. Please welcome Atmos from UK. I think you're muted.
You're correct. Thank you for that. That was a really good introduction. So thank you for that. So I'm just going to do a similar thing and just quickly introduce myself. So I'm Atmos. So I'm a multi-instrumentalist, poet and writer, and soon to be a photographer as well in the UK. I'm going to read a poem from my first poetry book today, which is called Poetry for the Blind. And I just wanted to ask if things like adult themes are okay, because I noticed there was a kid that read. I might change my poem if that's the case.
No, that's fine. Please continue. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to read a poem that I think is very relevant to what's going on in the world right now, although I didn't write it specifically for that. So I hope you enjoy this. This is called Genocide. Genocide. Killing, causing harm, and imposing measures. Act committed with the intent to destroy, to terminate a specific group of people. Natives of the land are forced to flee from an event transpiring, held in captivity or killed by the white man, whose falsehood of giving thanks will persist. An empire exterminating disarmed soldiers in villages near the border, deported and denied provisions. Survivors of slaughter are sent into the desert to die. A population coerced into camps where gas chambers are filled to the brim. An emblem is used to mark the suffering of millions murdered by radical ideals. A movement exercising brutal policies and dividing citizens into categories. To refuse re-education is to accept death, to sow another seed in the killing fields. A campaign of scorched earth, burning villages, and contaminating water with dead bodies. Rape, murder, and slavery, the consequences of government funding. Atrocities, not myths, but realities, a part of history still alive today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very truthful and very transparent. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was, we enjoyed it.
Thank you. Could I just add something onto the end there quickly? Is that okay? I do have quite a few copies of my book available at the moment, and I was wondering if I might be able to share a link to the book in the chat, possible?
Yes, please. Yes, please. You could do that. Yeah, we would love to read that.
That's
And thank
great.
you for coming and sharing your poetry. We are really delighted to hear you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very graphic and very well written. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our next poet is The Art of Chess. In this literary chessboard, our next poet's works are strategic pieces making moves with words, each contributing to the intricate tapestry of the poetic game. It makes you think, it traps you in the charm, and lo, you're gone and lost into the beauty of their works. Please welcome Hardeep ji from India.
Good evening, Namaskar, and thank you, PLG, for honoring me this to be a part of this special poetry recitation. Especially Tofel sir and Simiji, I thank you for honoring me, and I would like to share two short poems with all of you. Hope you will enjoy these poems. Love and dust. Nothing lasts, you said, gently tying the laces of your fashionable shoes. With a glistening in your eyes that put our love in the morgue, as if love was a race just to win a medal. My mouth was filled with the dust of your words. Like a modern prep student, I nodded. The April sky laughed. The blossoming flowers' fragrance screamed. In the most beautiful municipal park of the city. Come, take some rest. My bed's arms welcomed. The puzzled street lamp covered with chase of moth's love, laughing on the postmodern notion of love. Your words are true, perhaps, about the finiteness of all the things, even of love, as you said. But my heart shouted, you know, one thing is there that still lasts forever. One thing is there that still lasts forever. And I changed myself into dust to make my love everlasting. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. What a
Thank you, sir.
poem.
Beautiful, sir. That was beautiful. Thank you so very much. Our next poet is the embodiment of theatre arts. Our next poet will turn a piece of poetry into cinematic masterpiece. Their works embodying noir, slow burn, or drama, movements and words so elegant, poets stand no chance. Every word has so much emotion and so much love that they took so much time into crafting it. Please welcome Shubhamji from India.
Likita, can I stop for a minute? Sorry about that.
Definitely.
I think Sabarwal ji wanted to, recite one more poem, and anyway, his 5 minutes was not finished. So just ask him whether he wants to recite the second poem within, of course, his 5 minutes time.
Yes, sir, definitely. Sir, would you like to go ahead? And if Shubhamji is willing to let him.
Yeah, yeah, I would like to read second poem. If you allow me.
Yes, please, go ahead.
The second poem is Matrix. This year, I met a guy in the same old mirror who boasted of becoming imago from larva. This year, I met a guy in the same old mirror who boasted of becoming imago from larva, showing wings of flight. Same footpaths and same slipper, just with a curious new smile and a vision which took all the old color patterns in a new dimension. Like a brush of magic that can paint even dreams, you know, and a hope to change the horizons. Just then he saw a grey hair shadow. Just then he saw a grey-haired shadow, as if it were his clone, walking ahead and ahead, but still at the same place. And suddenly the clone shadow became ubiquitous, and the grey color overshadowed the paints of dreams. He shouted, "How can I?" He shouted, "How can I become a part of this?" And the matrix of life smiled. And the matrix of life smiled. Thank you.
Very lovely, very nice, very good.
Very nice. Very
Deep
nice.
meaning, Hardeep ji, very deep meaning.
Beautiful, sir. I can't believe we almost missed this beautiful piece. Thank you so very much. And the metaphors were really rich. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And our next poet is Shubhamji, and I would like to go through the introduction once again, just in case y'all missed it. Shubhamji should be the embodiment of theater arts today. And he turns poetry into a cinematic masterpiece with his recitation. And his works embody noir, slow burn, or drama. Moments and words are so elegant that pirouettes stand no chance. Every word crafted with so much love and emotion. Please welcome Shubhamji from India.
First of all, my warm greetings to the little cute anchor, Simmi and Tufel sir.
Most
And
welcome.
all the others, sir. Today, I am in a little hurry because there are elections in my state, Rajasthan, and I am on government duty. And so I will have to perform my art from the market. So if there is any kind of inconvenience, I am deeply regretted. Okay. Today, my poem is about Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru because on 14 November, it was his birthday just recently. So I am going to start my poem. My title is The Man Who Discovered the India. The man who discovered the real India always became a part of breaking news in the media. Positive or negative news about him was eternally explored. Anyone could love him or hate him, but it just can't be ignored. Luxury and leisure were his birth gift, but he chose to work for others' uplift. From palace walls to freedom's call, Nehru's journey, a destiny enthralled. Cast in privilege, yet he chose to part. Abandoned luxury, embraced the heart. Silken threads replaced by threads of khati, a transformation profound and mighty. The corridors of power he did forsake, for freedom's sake, a new path to take. A leader bold, with vision clear, in freedom's struggle he drew near. From princely halls to prisons cold, his journey scripted, a tale untold. The pen, his sword, the word, his might. Nehru battled for freedom's light. From Lahore to quit India's call, he rallied the masses, stood tall. With Gandhi's grace, he fought non-violently, claimed our rights very gently. In the dawn of a newborn nation's dream, Nehru stepped forth with a visionary gleam. Nehru's legacy, a nation's foundation. All from my side. Okay. And I will also regret one more time if there was any kind of inconvenience in my performance. Okay.
Shubhamji, I have to say it was very well rhymed. In spite of whatever you're going through with the elections and etc., you worked hard on rhyming it, which was very nice. Nice, very well rhymed. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for making time despite the very packed schedule. Thank you so much, and we were very glad to have you here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Our next poet is the mythological deity of PLG. I don't really need to elevate her to a divine realm, for her works are already doing the job of likening her to gods and goddesses of literature, masters of creation, destruction, and rebirth through the power of her words. And I think just giving her the term mythological deity in itself is a very understated phrase. Please welcome Sakina ji from Kenya, as she is the mythological deity of PLG.
You're mute, please.
Me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Now,
It's good to be here after so long. Thank you. My poem, ribbons of blue float in the sky, for tranquility to serenade embrace the earth. A burst of confetti from the chasing clouds, to spread mirth on sullen hearts. For the hearts are tinged with worry and sorrow, but the golden glow of rays never cease to rise. Pretty rainbows keeping hopes afloat, the waters full, cascading of waterfalls. The beautiful sky studded with stars, with luminance and magnificence shine. The rise and fall of waves shall subside. The sobs caged in your chest, the larks shall sing the happy song. The blaring radios will one day call for people to rejoice on streets. Wipe the tresses of glistening tears from tender cheeks. Leave you.
Ma'am, I think you're muted.
Everything that comes your way. Thank you.
Beautiful, ma'am. Very well written. Very well written.
very nice,
And
very
you really
nice.
missed it.
Your poems
Thank
are
you.
really, lovely, and we love to read it on the group also, and we really love to listen to it. After a long time, you have come here,
Yes.
and we would
Yes,
hope to
thank
see you
you.
more often.
Yeah, I'll be joining. As I told you earlier this year, I had 4 medical procedures. So I'm
I
very,
could
very happy to
understand.
come
Yes.
back. Yeah.
Best wishes for your health.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
It was wonderful having you here, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Likita. Great anchoring.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so very much. Our next poet is Astronomical Phenomenon. The astronomical phenomenon of PLG. Their works are a celestial spectacle. They are akin to astronomical phenomena like supernova of creativity, pulsars of passion, and comets of poetic brilliance. Little stars but shimmer altogether. Please welcome Sami Vijay from Singapore. The stage is yours.
I think her connection is lost. I couldn't find her here.
I think we'll move on to the next poet if that is the case. All right. As we unfold the pages of poetry, envision our next poet's architectural marvel, constructing verses that stand tall and timeless in the landscape of language. And I've heard that this poet is also an engineer by profession. Is Shahab sir with us?
Yes. Am I audible?
Next poet is Shahab sir. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. Thank you so much, Likita, for the introduction. And once again, to all my friends in the PLG, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Today's topic actually is related to the present win by the Indian team, the Blue Jersey. And definitely it's a very big achievement being unbeaten till now, and now they're stepping in the finals. So it's a matter of pride, and I think it's justified that there should be something written on them. So I'm just putting up this in words. It goes as like this. The Blue Jersey team, the game of cricket that dawned from the West, today sets its eyes on Blue Jersey in zest. The marvel of cricket weaves all length and breadth of a diverse India uniting for a desire to sate. To celebrate the 40 years of 83, the Blue Jersey marches towards its winning spree. All 9 heads of defeat you have chopped. These eyes desire now 10th head be dropped. Your bat and your ball are your weapons to fight. You have aced all fields with mind and heart of might. And a billion hands that raise to pray to see you win, they will give you their ray. And your win will be no less than Eid or Diwali for sure. And you would desire to live that applauding roar. And the last match that awaits history to seal in its annals, O Blue Jersey, to ink your undefeated will. And with you, we desire to live those moments of pride when you would lift the World Cup in your Blue Jersey tide. And for my nation, my heart would melt to think of you as our jewels, our wealth. We hope and pray that this dream comes true and you show us this desiring picture that we drew. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you have already.
Thank you.
I think this poem shall go to Rohit Sharma and the company there.
I hope it does. And definitely we are looking forward for tomorrow's match. And I'm at present in China, so there are issues of getting the viewing out here. So just pray that I do get. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let's manifest, sir. Definitely. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Before we move on to the next poet, let's please take a moment. Let the pages unfold and the words dance as we present to you our collective masterpiece, the heartbeat of our shared imagination. Presenting you our very own PLG magazine. May I invite Tufail sir to please present the magazine.
So let me unmute. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Very well.
Yes.
Yes, and can you see the magazine?
Yes.
Perfectly, yes.
Yes, right. And can you see the cover page? The beautiful imagination over there, right? It belongs to Mr. Zoeb Dalal. He's very much here.
It's very creative.
So it's his creativity, the cover page, right? And before I unfold the magazine, I would like to, for the information of the people who are joining for the first time, we publish a magazine every week. And that's another feat of PLG, Poetry and Literary Group, that the poem recited in each session is published in the form of a magazine and is unraveled in the next episode. So like this is the magazine of the last week, and the next week we will be publishing the magazine with the poems which are read today. So let me open the magazine. What's inside? Here is, this is the PLG executive summary, and then we have the index over there. And then we have the weekly report, which is written by Mr. Anupam Pathakji. And all of those who have been reading PLG magazine must be aware that when Mr. Anupam write a report, it's a real testimony of the program. And you read the report, the whole what do you call whole program will flash back in front of your eyes, and you will feel like the program is running in front of you. So that's the beauty of his writing and the power of his pen. And then we have the poems which were read last week, and the first poem here we have taken is let me tell you that normally we publish the poem in the sequence it is received for publication. So here is Satish Shetty ji, Acha Nahi Hai, and then Mr. Khalik Wajidi. You can see his brother also, in whose ode he has. Basically, this is an ode to his brother. And then we have here Neha Makwana ji. Then we have Nazreen ji, and then we have Mr. Shabir Munawwar, and then we have Mr. Raghuva, and then we have Mr. Aniruddha, and Mr. Rishi Ranjan, Mr. Bakhtiyar Alam, and then Mrs. Anjali Sharma, and then Mrs. Afroz Aziz, and then we have Mr. Munawwar Rahman, and then we have Mr. Kamlesh. And then Mr. Munawwar, his photograph is here, anchor of the day, and then the cover page, Mr. Zuaib Dalal. This magazine this week is made by Arif Tufail Ahmed, and then this is the PLG editorial board, and then we have here the media management group and PLG executives. PLG executive continues. This kind of program requires a lot of people to put their effort, and that's why PLG executive cannot be contained on one page, so it has gone to 2 pages. Then you can see the yearly program of the PLG. And then these are the posters of the last week. And with that, I close the magazine, dedicating to all the poetry lovers and who love to read the poems. Thank you.
Thank you,
Those
sir.
amazing.
I don't think a magazine will be able to contain the wonders of PLG, but I think it is wonderfully done. Thank you so very much, sir. Is Samhiji with us?
Are you referring to me?
Oh, yes. Thank you so very much. So I think you lost your connection earlier, but let me introduce Samhiji again. Samhiji is the astronomical phenomenon of PLG. His works are a celestial spectacle, supernova of creativity, pulsars of passion, and comets of poetic brilliance. Please welcome Samhiji from Singapore.
You got the wrong man then. That's somebody else.
I think Samhiji, I think.
You said Sami or Samir? I was confused. Sorry for that.
All right, sir. Moving on to the next poet. We have seasonal imagery. As autumn leaves whisper tales and winter snow blankets verses, our next poet captures the essence of seasons. The sky and the earth are brimming with new stories, and so are the winds. Crimson, drab green, olive, and a mixture of everything warm, just like Shabana ji's words. Please welcome Shabana ji from India.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity once again. The name of my poem today is Not Perfection, Excellence is My Brand. So this is about me. So I've drafted a poem on this topic. So I'll recite it. Every lasting fruit within us takes birth in our heart. It's not the mind or just a thought. Real growth and development begin with an intention, an attitude of our heart. The mind is a powerful faculty of our being, but our heart is more powerful with a consciousness that is more deep. Wisdom and intuition therein lie. It is a space where great treasure and power reside. This reminds me of my favorite word of God. For God has not given us a spirit, meaning a heart of fear, but of power, love, and of a sound mind. Hence, I am led by my heart. It enables me to walk in pure love naturally and build on my art. Perfection leads to a lot of thinking and stress, while excellence helps me excel and be my best. While perfection would have made me compete with others, excellence helps me compete with myself and become better. It helps me reach my highest potential and discover my real unique self. It makes me beautiful inside out. It defines who I am. Hence, not perfection, excellence is my brand. Thank you so much.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful.
Very nice.
It was
So
a
I just
pleasure
thought,
listening, ma'am.
yeah, I just,
Go ahead, please.
yeah, it's just from my heart. And I truly believe in this, whatever I've written, it's all just, it's just a reflection of who I am. So I believe strongly that a person should not be driven by their mind or the world, because everyone is so unique and everyone has a different heart. So a lot of creativity and all the talent and all gifts lie there. So that is what I believe. And so I see good fruit there. There's no confusion, rather there's clarity. So it's better to be led by your heart and then let your mind follow. Thank you.
Very true, ma'am. Very true. Thank you so very much. It was a pleasure listening to you.
Very well.
Thank you so much. Is Avnish ji with us? Yes. Our next poet, reciting, illuminates as the literary version of historical figures, whether they're channeling the wisdom of philosophers, the courage of revolutionaries, or the intrigue of historical icons. Please welcome Avnish ji from Qatar.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, my sincere congratulations to Likita you and to Master Navidya, two child prodigies, I would say, and definitely it's a pleasure to share the screen with you people. I mean, you are our future, and I really feel proud to hear you both. Why I am also saying this is for another reason that actually, first of all, I would like to also thank Simi ji and Tufail Sahab who brought me to this platform, who introduced me to this
Most
platform. It's
welcome.
definitely a pleasure. Thank you very much, sir. It's definitely a pleasure that I am able to listen to so many, accomplished poets and to go through your magazine, which has been so nicely done by Zoeb Saab. This poem which I am sharing today, actually, I mostly write in Hindi. And I was advised, or rather, I would say, very affectionately, coerced by Simiji to say something in English. So I have actually stolen a poem from my children. This poem was written in 2013. And as I said, that is the reason why I was also, commending both Likita and Navidya, because you are children like my children were in 2013 when they wrote this poem. Of course, a little bit of it has been, edited by me. So I took the permission to recite this poem in front of this August gathering. I hope you people would like it. It's on a very emotional subject, which is mother. So thankfully, I'm also happy to share that this poem also found its place in a couple of magazines, both in the school as well as in my company back in India at that time. This poem has been titled Mark, submitted to mother, or for my mother. It was written on the Mother's Day 2013. So the poem goes like this. Mari Ma, you are so nice. In our lives, you are the light. When we go wrong, You put us right. Please never ever go out of our sight. We know sometimes we are rude. We know sometimes we are rude. At that time, we're really out of our somber mood. So when our behavior is so crude, please don't let these pranks put you to brood. Children are actually, pleading to their mom, Ma, you are so calm. Whenever we are in trouble, your embrace works like a real balm. It is your support that we lay our foundations on. For had your guidance not been, all our dreams were gone. We are not flattering you when we say you are the world's best mom. Ma, may we say it would have been impossible for us to exist had you not been. So please remain always by our side so that on your shoulders always lean. That on your shoulders always lean. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Very nice, very
Beautiful,
nice.
sir.
And thank you
Beautiful.
for your encouraging words. We would love to see you again and again on this.
My pleasure
And
as
I
well.
feel like
Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you.
beautiful, sir. And I feel like we can never stop writing about our mothers. Like my quill writing and singing praise of her over and over again, but we never get enough of it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Our next poet is Nature Metaphors. Like a gentle breeze that whispers through the leaves, our next poet brings verses that rustle the soul. As the moon casts its enchanting glow on the night, let our poet illuminate the darkness with the radiance of metaphorical brilliance. Please welcome Shaheen Ji from Canada, a zephyr of words.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. And thank you, Simiji and Tufail Sa for inviting me again on this prestigious platform, PLG.
Most
and
welcome.
Thank you. And Lakita, all the best to you. You are anchoring with such a awesome. It's awesome,
An honor.
with your vocabulary and all the way you're conducting this program. I'm really in awe with you. Really. It's really
Thank you,
nice.
ma'am. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Yeah. Children are the assets, And my today's poem is dedicated to children. And the children, especially in war, when they're deprived of necessities, it may disrupt in them psychological, social, emotional, and development. So my poem's title is Silent Victims of War. It's a short poem, and I hope you find the soul and heart in it. Children standing alone, see death in front, see death on the side, see death pouring from the sky. Where am I? Where is everyone? Are they all dead? The sky is red and orange, with smoke of gray color. Unbearable thunder all around, and a foul smell everywhere. But it is night, and my eyes don't see stars. Where are the stars? I want to see stars. I want to count stars. I want to feel air with fragrance of fruits and red, green, purple vegetables. Aubergine is my favorite, with olives on the side. I want to taste fresh bread and fresh water to drink. I want to grow to be strong and travel the world. I want to dream with my sparkling, curious eyes and celebrate life. Did I ask for too much? Did I ask for too much? Thank you very much.
Wow, wow,
Beautiful.
wow. Beautiful.
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 I felt it, ma'am, really. And it reminds me of something I've written a couple of days ago, exactly on something related to this, if you do not mind. May I?
No, definitely, sure. Thank you.
Shaft feet were dragging themselves against the burning sands. I was just a child. Numb heat and parched throat. Anticipation tied to bruised ankles. And they carried the burden of a million emotions. There's no end in sight. To eyes burning for ease. Bullets kissed my abraded feet, welcoming each dreaded footstep. Minutes and seconds plummeted against my chest. Apparently, there is no end to this. You've written very beautifully, ma'am. Thank you so very much.
Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure
Very
listening.
nice. Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Very nice. Very
Thank you.
nice. Yeah.
Our next poet is Samirji. I think we have Samirji now. He is magical realism. Their works are such that they transport the audience into a realm of magical realism. Their works are characters in a narrative that blurs the line between the ordinary and the fantastical. Samirji, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Ritika. What would be without love? What would love be without emotions? What would emotion mean without expressions? How would expressions be if not for literature? And what may literature be if not for poetry? So, Litika, your
Very well
introductions
said, sir.
kept
Very
me
well
glued
said.
throughout. Just kept me throughout glued to the screen, actually. It was so amazing. And I envy you for that fountain of youth, which is going to be a river very soon. And how that would look like. I'm just trying to imagine the way
It's
you're
an honor, sir,
growing in that
really.
direction. Wonderful, wonderful. And
Thank you.
Simiji, Tufilji, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Once again, this is indeed a great opportunity for me because I'm amongst all those wonderful poets, great imaginatory and creative people. I salute you all for the efforts you take to write down your thoughts and make them poetry and present it to the world, which is a great thing that you're doing. I really, really admire that. My poem, it's Bon Voyage, My Love. And it's a poem depicting a lover who admired the warmth, the care, the beauty, the friendship, the in and out, and each and every strand about the one he loved. But alas, he never confessed his love till the end. So this is about a lover who never confessed, in short. So may I proceed with the poetry? Is it fine?
Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Litika. The sails are set for my convoy. Wish to find who set the ploy? No matter what tact you deploy, you will not find the soldier of Troy. To a comrade who resides in my heart, who knows my war within has no end. Not hidden from though is my smile or sorrow, even if I hide, to what extent? Waves so high can lash and whip, you will see the valor come through. With no sigh shall I steer my ship, till I see all your dreams come true. Till I see all your dreams come true. The pace we shall advance, giant whirlpools shall shy. Afore the sunset, a mast shall hit the sky. Lo, I pulled the anchor off the cart, had one last look at the compass. Ahoy, said the captain of my heart, and set her destination to focus. Every time I hit a lonely island, you gave me the strength to sail ahead. Every time the storm hit my stand, you selflessly stepped in, leaving your bed. You are the spirit in my sail, the swift breeze, the aura of my morning tea. With you by me, I'm no longer frail. With you by me, I'm no longer frail. I could fight for the treasures of the seventh sea. At moments, I wander aimlessly, waiting for this voyage to end. To hear you whisper through the wind, to know that it's just me and me alone, sailing far away to transcend, leaving mere memories of you behind. These would be the last of my words, so beg your pardon that I extend. Today, my battle has come to an end. Today, my battle has come to an end. My ship met a wreck and is on descent. Today, my voyage states one voyage. My cadaver shall float with none to attend. But I shall live forever in the books of love and camaraderie, which no one can debate and no one can mend. Thank you.
Bravo.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. And the way you recited, that's also excellent.
Very nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And I think I didn't do enough justice to your introduction. It was more than just transforming into a magical. Thank you so very much. Your
Thank you,
words are
Litika.
beyond
That
magic.
means a
Thank
lot.
you. Thank you, sir. And let me introduce you to the ballad of PLG, bringing forth a poetic ballad of voices that serenades your soul. A minstrel carrying the essence of a ballad, emotions echo through verses like a refreshing melody. The maestro of emotions, Rajesh Ji from India, is ready to cast their spell on the stage. Sir, please.
I think he's muted.
I think you're muted. Sir, I think you're muted.
Sarkar
Rajesh
ji,
ji, you are muted. Yeah.
you are mute. Please unmute yourself. Left hand bottom, you will find the unmute button.
Mute. Okay, I've unmuted.
Yes.
Now can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, now we can hear you.
Thank you so much. So am I the person you're talking about? I mean, am I supposed to recite?
Yes, sir. Please.
All right. Thank you
welcome.
so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm basically a freelance HR consultant, and I have deep interest in all sorts of art and culture. And writing is a hobby that I use to expose the dark side of the moon myself.
Beautiful.
And now what I'm going to read out is a little too dark. So I mean, just be a little careful. Okay. So this is the name of the poem is Quest for Truth. Okay, and it goes like this. Skeletons that haunt the shadows of timeless horrors run the destiny of time. Spring good from bad and bad from good, captured in the prisons of the mortal mind. When the Ganges drowns in the blood of the innocent and powerless, savagery will never shed a tear or feel any guilt or remorse. But it will bask instead in the glory of the genocides in the name of the Lord. When the stench of rotting flesh smells like roses in the next door garden, human race will still not stop celebrating all the blood and gore it has so passionately produced. From the plundered ruins of history, I pray for love and peace and ask why mankind is incapable of living in harmony with the magical creation all around? Why does the story of change have to be written only in innocent blood? Thank you. That's it. Thank you very much.
Beautiful, sir. That was really beautiful. And
Okay, thank you.
And when Rajesh sir mentioned writing about the darker side of the moon, it got me thinking that moon is such a romanticized thing that we, like most of us, we don't really see the darker side of it. Unfortunately, this isn't really about the moon. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. It was a very well recited poem. Excuse me. Is Tasneem ji with us?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Right.
she is very much here.
Yes, Likita,
Yes.
I'm here.
Behold, our next poet graces the stage with regal poise, much like a character from royal fiction. Her verses yield the elegance of courtly prose, weaving a tapestry of words fit for kingdoms and castles. Prepare to be enthralled as we welcome a literary sovereign, commanding the stage with the majesty of their poetic reign. Let's applaud the royal wordsmith before us, Tasneem ji from the States.
Thank you, Likita. I wonder if I deserve that high praise, but I truly appreciate you. You really have a gift, and you're blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simi ji and Tufel ji, for always reaching out. And I truly appreciate all these opportunities I get to come and listen to such stalwarts in our community. So I truly appreciate both of you.
Most welcome, most welcome. And
Yeah,
we hope to see you again and again.
Yeah, thank you. Mostly I write my poetry in Hindi and Urdu, but I do English translations for my book club. A lot of my friends here, American friends, they love hearing that. And today I'm not going to read a translation of my own poem, but translation of a poem that I did that was very well received by them because they don't listen to Indian poets a lot. And I translated Shri Harivansh Rai Bachchan and his poetry, Jeevan Ki Apadhapi Mein. So I'm going to read that today. I did take some liberty in translation because every time the real essence of what the poetry is saying it gets missed in translation. So I apologize for that up front. There might be some trouble with meter, and it's because of my choice of words. So I did take liberty in explaining what the sense of the poetry was. In the hustle and bustle of life, when did I find any time that I could sit at some place for a while and think of what is good or bad in what I said, what I assumed, and what I did? The day my conscience awakened, I saw I'm standing on the periphery of this world's circus and fair. Everyone here is lost in a maze. Everyone is busy in their own give and take. For a while, I remained astonished, bewildered. Where have I come? What do I do here? Where do I go? Then from a certain direction came a thrust and a shove, and I too began to go with the flow. Were the mere external chaos too little? That even the internal emotions underwent a turmoil. Whatever I did was but out of a compulsion. Whatever I said was but an outpouring of my innermost emotions. In the hustle and bustle of life, when did I find any time that I could sit at some place for a while and think of what is good or bad in what I said, what I thought, and what I did? As much as the circus was energetic and colorful, there was also enervation within the soul. As much as I desired and craved to accumulate, smaller and smaller got my hand bowl to date. As much as I had the ambition to hold steady, that much harder the surge got pushy. Trades and pacts are done, but with a cool mind. This was all a snatch act of hasty bind. Now, when I'm asked, what do I say? What values could I, a mere destitute, scatter on path anyways? What priceless, invaluable jewel have I got? To whom have I surrendered my mind and soul? This was but a matter of destiny. Don't judge me or blame. What I considered gold was merely clay. What I thought was always a teardrop turned out it was a pearl. In the hustle and bustle of life, when did I find any time that I could sit at some place for a while and think of what is good or bad in what I said, what I thought, and what I did? How much ever I forget, wander, get lost, or be astray, there's a destination somewhere that beckons me always. My feet may lead me through many instabilities, still with every step that haven does come nearer to me. I'm grateful to destiny for a lot of reasons, but I'm most thankful for this to her. Whether the sky pours down or the earth spews fire, the mill of the time is relentless and constantly moving. I'm not at the position I was standing at yesterday. It will be hard to find me on the same position tomorrow. All that which transforms it by its own measure, by merely touching the limits of time and space, the world can give upon me a judgment of what it likes, but unstoppable am I in this journey of life. I still choose to escape through one more individual facet of life. In the hustle and bustle of life, when did I find any time that I could sit at some place for a while and think of what is good or bad in what I said, what I thought, and what I did? Thank you.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Though we have a special dedicated
Sorry.
program in which we recite the poetry of others.
Oh,
And,
I will did. Yeah,
This was
not a
Harivansh
problem,
poem.
but not a problem. Yeah, today's program is for creative writing, and we have another program in which we recite the poetry of others. So
I apologize.
We would have loved to hear that in that program, which would have been more in context. But nevertheless, we really enjoyed it. It's well written.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. I thought it would be better to read the
Not a problem.
translation. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Tufel sir, sorry to interrupt, but it was a wonderful translation that she has done on
Excellent.
refer to that.
No doubt about
very
it.
true.
No doubt about it.
Brilliant.
And yeah, no doubt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful, ma'am. And I think this, the way you've translated it, it reminds me of a poem I've read in my course the other day, named The Hunchback in the Park, written by, I think, Dylan Thomas, where a hunchback sits in a park and is confronted by harsh realities of life. It's beautiful, ma'am. Beautiful.
Wow,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Right. So,
Is
ladies and
Trump-
gentlemen, the guests over here, the viewers on YouTube, I'm going to to call upon a poet who has been doing hosting till now, and it's not just hosting. She has cast a spell with the words. I really wonder from which dictionary she brings such words, such adjectives by which she has introduced all the poets. I'm really amazed with her command over the language and the way she has presented. It's so wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm honored to host now. To call upon the host of the program and host her, who is what I would say, the wordsmith. Her verses weave tales of beauty, emotions, and introspections. When she writes, a picture emerges in front of you when you read the words. And that's her beauty of her poems. She takes you to an often an imaginary world where you are confronted with emotions, experiences, which is probably experienced by her creative mind. So let's all clap her, welcome her with a round of applause, applause, and let's see what she has in store for tonight.
Thank you,
Welcome,
sir. Thank you so much.
Likita.
You've taken me
Well,
aback,
sir, if I
actually.
can,
Thank you.
well, sir, if I can add, she is the modern Bertrand Russell.
Thank you, sir. Oh my God, sir, I don't think I
God bless
deserve
you.
any
God
of
bless
them.
you. God
Thank
bless
you
you.
so much. Thank you, sir.
Definitely,
Thank
definitely.
you.
So Phil
I
deserves to
think
be
I've lost.
interviewed.
Sir?
She's a master of words. She deserves a personal interview
Oh
in
my
full
goodness, sir. Thank you
just
so
for her.
much. Thank you, sir.
She's doing
Thank you
so
so
well,
very
so
much.
well. Brilliant.
Thank you, sir. Think I'm lost of I lost at words now. I think I'm speechless. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Oh God, I'm sorry. We've seen a lot of literary elements today. We've done a lot. I think we've done royal fiction, magical realism, nature metaphors. I think we've done ballads, historical figures, seasonal imagery, architectural marvel, art of chess, theater arts, mythological deities. We've done so much of literature, and I feel like my right place will have to be an ardent lover of literature. In the vast realm of prose and poetry, I navigate with a heart tuned to the melody of language and a spirit entwined with the magic of narratives. And thank you so very much for having me here today and for giving your time to listen to me. I have a small poem that portrays confidence and victory, all while celebrating my feminine soul with a hint of bittersweet elements in it. It is titled Venom. Just a moment. Yes. No, there is no stain of blood, and my claws haven't perched against your neck. No, I couldn't feel your heart pulsating against my grip and your hand trembling. No, this is fear, love. Watch me toy with my prey and snow you under. Dare you not look into my eyes? I hold the night lights in them, waiting to explode in the sky and smoke yours over. And no, you have no teeth sunk into your heart. When you do, you'll be waiting for the day you die. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wow, just wow.
Thank you, sir.
Just
Thank you
wow.
so much.
Very nice, very nice. Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
And thank you. Thank you so much. And as we bid adieu, I think I'm the last poet here. Is there anybody else who's left to recite? I guess not. So as we bid adieu, yes, Auntie?
Samhi is there. Samhi, I think Samhi will.
Hi. I
Yes, just a moment. I would like to introduce Samhi, everybody. Just a moment. I'd like to introduce Samiji with something new, actually. Art moments. Like an impressionist, Samiji captures fleeting moments that delicately brushes words to create literary landscapes. Colors and emotions so vivid, it'll leave you wanting more. Step into the world of our next wordsmith that knows how to craft verses that defy reality. Please welcome Samiji.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It is an honor to be is an honor to be able to recite my poetry in front of this esteemed panel of judges. Actually, I wrote this poem as an inspiration for one of my school projects, which was to write something that connects with you on a higher level. And my poem today, it's about mental health and feminism and how it directly impacts me and our society today. So I'm very excited to share my thoughts with you today, and I hope you enjoy my poetry. Shattered dreams, my hopes crushed. I don't remember feeling much. They told me I'd never be enough, and so it goes. I fly away, I could never stay, chasing me every day. Grow up, they kept on saying. They wouldn't put up with the passions I believed in. Trying to relive the moments I had faith. My mind spirals, yeah, it took its toll and it deflates. A world where women used to float above the clouds. Stay put, stay grounded. Now my healed wounds are bleeding out. A constant battle, fierce and daunting, they said womanhood would be. So it goes again. You're never right, and everything you do is wrong. Not allowed to feel confident, brave, pretty, smart, or strong. A world that renders you speechless, makes you blind, it's hard to see. How does one escape these cruel clutches when the unity is too weak? Make it quick, rip off the band-aid. Let us rise and project our voices against it. Indoctrination ends now. Society's bent ways are rejected, they're too bleak. A seed could grow into a glorious golden sunflower. So then why can't we stand together for what was always ours? Be a part of the sisterhood. Don't deflect, but always stand out. Find your way, make mistakes, but if we do, we fall down. Don't laugh too much, don't smile too wide, crack a joke, or even pout. You're always safe, they say, but then you're wrapped in a shroud. A wilting plant, broken doll, damaged esteem's logic's flawed. It's not that deep, it's all your fault, were thoughts they fed to every girl. But these women claim their place now. They stand up, they rewrite the crestfallen stories created by society tonight. We just seem to realize that our fumes, they can ignite the stones, the sticks, and cement that were built by the knights. A hopeful place to revive these young lives again. The thoughts of a woman, a foe, and a friend. Gender roles are just masquerades to offend, but we'll strive to build with love and kindness. The end. Thank you so much.
Say it louder, sister.
great.
Beautiful.
But
You,
were
I mean, for a
amazing.
small
Beautiful,
word,
beautiful. Very
It is
powerful
you have been
amazing.
able
thoughts,
to
Amazing.
powerful recitation.
you have
Very
been
powerful.
able to speak out like a very mature person. God bless you. I mean, it's a very pertinent
It's
topic of
very
today,
powerful.
and as parents, we do feel exactly what you are trying to say. It's very nice hearing you, and very nice hearing your thoughts. God bless you, Peter.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Very
sir.
well written. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Smahi, I think I got your name
Yeah.
wrong. I'm
No, that's
sorry.
no problem. It's okay. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for the opportunity once again. I am very, very honored to be here.
It's our pleasure to have you. Thank you. And
Honored
with
to
that,
be here. Thank you very much.
So, Fail Sab, Simiji, you have made into a cradle for these young hearts with so much of creativity. They are coming out like I don't know. They're just they're coming out from the mountain.
Yes,
Just
yes, yes,
coming
yes,
out.
definitely.
The best of it.
Definitely. Here, the age defies, I think, very much here, because the kind of poetry they are writing, we are really
Absolutely.
amazed to hear, Yeah. Be it
thank you.
Likhita or
Listen,
Samahi, they are really, really amazing, Yeah,
God bless you guys. Really wonderful. Really wonderful.
yeah.
Salute you.
thank you, sir. It really means a lot. Thank you. And with that, this is a wrap. As we bid adieu to this poetic gathering, let the echoes of metaphorical winds linger in your thoughts, and may the rhythm of symbolism resonate in your hearts. Like characters in a grand narrative, each poem woven tonight was a brushstroke on the canvas of our collective imagination. As we disperse, carry with you the alliteration of emotions and the subtle irony of life's verses. Until we converse again, Let the literary elements continue to illuminate the path of your literary explorations. Fellow wordsmiths, until the next chapter unfolds, I'd like to hand the stage over to Simi Auntie for the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Miss Likki. Thank you so much. Good evening, namaskar, adab. I am delighted to hear that the PLG 191 English special program was a captivating experience for you. It's wonderful to know that many talented poets from around the world participated and recited beautiful poetry. Master Navedya's debut poem was a remarkable moment. Few poets have joined today for the first time. Samir ji, Mr. Atmos, Rajesh Sarkar ji, Avnish Agarwal ji, they really amused and amazed us with their poetry. Apart from our regular poets who always amazed us, did amaze today. Also, I hope that we will continue to enjoy such enriching experiences in the future. Miss Likki anchoring was excellent and her command of language and literature was impressive. Her eloquence and poise were truly remarkable. I have no doubt that she will become a great poetess in the future. Thank you so much, Likki doll. Today you were outstanding. Before I close, I must thank all the participants who recited today, Master Navedya, Geeta Seth ji, Mr. Atmos, Hardeep ji, Shubham ji, Sakina ji, Shah Firoz ji, Shabana ji, Avnish ji, Shahin ji, Samir Musa ji, Rajesh Sarkar ji, Tasneem Lokhanwala ji, Miss Likki and Miss Sami. Thank you so much, all of you. You all were excellent. I would like to thank Global President Tufail ji. I would like to thank Global Vice President Satish ji and Anupam Ramesh Kingar ji. I would like to thank Social Media Head Kapil Batra ji. For E-Magazine, I would like to thank Vibha ji, Purnima ji and Shalini ji. I would like to thank for Media Report. I would like to thank Kapil Batra ji, Anupam Kingar ji, Anupam Pathak ji and Shere Banu ji. I would like to thank all Regional President, Executive Councillor Sharad ji, Dr. Meeta ji, Manorma ji, Khalik ji, Vibha ji and Aniruddha ji. For certificates, I would like to thank Manowar ji. For poster and video, I would like to thank Amir and Arif Tufail. For CTL poster cover page, I would like to thank Zoeb ji. I would like to thank to all viewers who watched our program through YouTube. Thank you, Sharad ji, Anupam Pathak ji, and all viewers. See you on next Saturday in episode of PLG Regional North America. Till then, good night, goodbye, Shubh Ratri, Sabah Khair.
And with that, signing off.
Thank you. Thank you very much.